Investors in this deal are paying 10% to Goldman in case it even occurs that their value goes up in this deal when they can get out, and fees to Goldman in order to structure this deal and allow them to be involved in it in the first place. And I think the fact that they went offshore and they had to get outside investors from the United States is very telling.
Yeah, but wait a second here, because the law is that to get more than 500 investors, you need some additional disclosure. What Goldman Sachs did was they decided to invent a new concept, which was that they took one of those shares or one of those holders and they split it into a holding which would allow others to participate. And that's an idea that they should have gotten the SEC's opinion on before they went to the market and breached what is the standing legal statute. They breached the law. I mean, that's not the way the law reads. So why can't they get an SEC opinion first? Why is it always on Wall Street? They break the law first, and then they say, well, we're going to go ahead anyway, and it's up to you to change the law. They're always wanting people to change the law. What about obeying the law?
Absolutely, but the thing is, it works for them.
All right, and that's coming up on Friday on his Russia Today program, premiering that here with us. We're thankful for that information. But this is insider trading, insider trading. They're creating their own fiat markets and then not even disclosing and then only allowing insiders to get in. This reminds me of Goldman Sachs selling bad packages of housing loans to their customers and telling them it was a great deal while writing internal emails about how it was absolute crud. And then, meanwhile, the SEC only goes after the competition of the big mega brokerage houses for a crooked toenail, but they're allowed to engage in bloody murder. This is all up at Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.com, and MaxKeiser.com. We're going to come back, get Max Keiser's take on that video. And then if Max can do it, I got to ask him during the break. We're going into overdrive to take your phone calls and get into other big issues here live today.
Is it really possible to get out of debt without payment plans or attorneys?
18 years ago, we developed a program that has made thousands debt-free in just 90 days. It's called Zero Debt in 90 Days, and it works for all credit card debt, medical bills, even collection lawsuits.
When I first joined, I was being sued. So I used the program methods, and after filing one piece of paper, the collection lawsuit was dismissed.
With Zero Debt in 90 days, your success is guaranteed in writing. There is no other program of its kind. Don't be alone when creditors gang up on you. Let our team of experts provide the resources to fight back and stop creditors in only 90 days, guaranteed. Prevent wage garnishments, bank levies, and stop collection calls with our proven program. Call Zero Debt in 90 days now, 800-477-9256, and ask for free information from an expert who also completed our program. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can find the video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica, the number 3.com. Watch the free video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com.
Go solar for cheap. Want to use solar power but the price is too high? Now you can build your own solar panels for less than $200 at 123cheapsolar.com. Don't laugh. We've sold over 45,000 solar do-it-yourself kits. Watch the step-by-step videos that even non-handyman types can use. We offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. Go to 123cheapsolar.com or call 800-713-0486. 800-713-0486. Reduce your foreign oil dependency when you go green with 123cheapsolar.com.
We the people people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit, and carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Hi, Ted Anderson. I'm placing a silver dollar in a book explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
We're going to start the next hour and do 20 minutes of phone calls. Wide open phones, any issue you want to discuss. Those that have been patiently holding, you'll get to talk to Max Keiser, Mike, Tim, Daniel, Lynn, Brian, 800-259-9231, and we'll get you up and on the air. Wide open phones, 800-259-9231. Don't forget the top story at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com deals with the Obama Internet kill switch. It's actually the NSA banking-owned Pentagon takeover of the web. But if it'll get conservatives hopping mad and trying to stop it if we put Obama's name on it, sure enough, there you go. Obama's kill switch. Ooh, scary. You know, and in a way, he is the one pushing it, and Cass Sunstein, an open authoritarian. Max, why as long as somebody prances around and speaks with a lisp, is it okay if they call for authoritarian things? If they prance around, speak with a lisp, and say that they're liberal, why can they then call for things that can only be called Stalin-esque or Hitlerian? What's the issue behind that?
What, are we back from the break yet?
Yes, we're live.
Right. Geez, I don't know, Alex, but I'll tell you, I just saw something that's very interesting. Canada, you know, they have introduced metered internet, talking about the internet. Metered internet, because this is that issue of net neutrality.
Yeah, that was my next subject for you. It was actually here in my stack dealing with the...
Well, let me continue. I'll talk, you listen. So, you know, Canada is bringing in this metered internet, and it's going to charge people a premium for content. So, you know, the whole beauty of the internet is that it's this great democratic, meritocratic, point-to-point open network. It's being destroyed as they want to turn it into cable television that you're going to pay through the nose for, and all of the ability for it to be used for social networking in terms of, you know, getting people together to assemble to fight back against the media horde.
That'll only be allowed on insider sites like Facebook. And here it is, a 200 gigabyte to 25 gigabyte. Canada gets first bitter dose of metered internet. That is internet, too. And Google announced last week, for those that don't know, that, because I want to give folks the full spectrum here, that they are going to start blocking alternative sites. What's happened is, Max, we are kicking their hind end and their lies because we have the truth, and so they're not going to play fair. They're coming in, sucking their thumb, mainstream media going, government, come in and shut down Alex Jones and Max Keiser and Drudge Report. We don't like it, Mommy. And they're openly, they're doing it.
They're afraid to compete. I say, let's compete. You know, man up. Let's compete. You know, let's put Alex Jones.
Yeah, whatever happened to markets? Whatever happened to open markets? Oh.
So they've been taken over by the oligarchs in the banking sector. Here's another interesting headline. Did you know that China apparently is getting ready to run a candidate in the U.S.? This is a headline for you, the Manchurian candidate. White House expects ambassador from China to explore a 2012 presidential bid.
Excuse me? Excuse me? It's gotten that obvious? We're going to have a Chinese dictator as our leader? Guys,
yes,
where is that from, Keiser? I got to see that. Where is that from?
Well, look it up, man. I mean, you're talking about old news.
I was just asking you the headline. Chinese ambassador to explore...
You're day old, man. You're down there in Austin. You're like 24 hours behind the news curve. I'm giving you the up-to-date stuff.
I had the story yesterday about the meters in Canada, and I had it 5 years ago that Canada was going to test it out first. So, Keiser, don't try to count coup on me. My ego can't handle it.
Before it hits Austin, Texas.
All right. Hey, stay there. We're going to do some overdrive. You know, this is gallows humor. Actually, that was my next question for Kaizita. And that is, we're going to get into the whole internet kill switch and the metered internet. Stay with us.
This is GCN, the Genesis Communications Radio Network.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
We are live. This is the GCN Radio Network, GCNlive.com, or you can hear Max Keiser Saturday mornings with a syndicated radio transmission. And here it is out of Politics Daily. You can't make stuff up like this. When President Obama appointed Utah's popular Republican governor, John Huntsman, to be the ambassador to China in May 2009, it looked like a smart move to show Obama's willingness to reach across party lines and to be more cynical, a way to sideline a possible opponent in 2012. But that second calculation, if it was Obama's mind, may prove wrong. Several news organizations, including Politico and ABC News, are reporting that Huntsman may quit the China job this spring to prepare for a presidential run, that he will make his decision by summer. And I saw another report today where the Chinese said any companies they work with must do joint ventures with other Chinese companies of their choice and build factories and give all their technology to the communist Chinese. And I did see some points actually made by Donald Trump, who I'm not a big fan of usually, about how it's all a one-way street with China, with them keeping their currency low, all of it. But because America doesn't have a government, we're just an open door, like a whorehouse for the foreign banking cartels. We are at a disadvantage, and so we're going to Hades in a hell basket, Hades in a handbasket. I want to come back and go to calls because I know you're holding, but I want everybody to hear your calls. But getting into this situation here, Max Keiser, it just gets crazier and crazier. As Egypt goes offline, U.S. gets internet kill switch bill ready. They're now pushing authoritarianism as if it's mother's milk. And, yes, they're moving towards the metered, tracked, internet ID'd, new internet that's a piece of junk. And they're really trying it because of this perfect storm of old dinosaur media and mainstream media. Max Keiser, what's your take on this and how do we stop it?
Well, just before you leave the China story there, just a quick note. You know, when Hu Jintao was in Washington, interesting alignment of facts. You had, I think it was either Boeing or Lockheed was given a multi-tens of billions of dollars of business from China, while simultaneously announcing they were firing 10,000 Americans. So, you know,